Good morning, everybody. It's Good Friday, so happy Good Friday to everyone who is celebrating. Um, I'm going to attempt to do a weekend reading blog. I have a long weekend, and I'll be by myself for the holiday, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to do all that. Um, so I have a pretty interesting reading mix, I think, today. Or for the weekend, I should say. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to read yet, just because there's one more book I need to go grab. And I have some errands I'm going to run today to so I can make a fun little treat that I will show you guys later. But once I'm able to go run those errands and come back, I will tell you what I'm going to read. So I will I will see you guys at Barnes & Noble. Alright, I am back from my errands. Very productive morning. It's only about 11 a.m. So it's still really early in the weekend, which is exciting. You just saw me go to Barnes & Noble, and I picked up the final book for this weekend's TBR. So I'm very excited about this. I have the goods here. But I think I'm going to wait till last to show you guys what I bought. So I can just get through the rest of the books that I'm planning on reading this weekend. This is an experiment for me, mostly because I'm a slow reader. So a lot of the books today or this weekend are going to be shorter in length, which is good for me because I don't feel so much pressure, and they should be pretty quick reads. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through the TBR. So one, I don't have physically. I'm going to be reading it on my Kindle, and I'll insert a picture here. But it is Six Scorched Roses, which is a novella set in the Crowns of Nyaxia series by Carissa Broadbent. I read The Serpent and the Wings of Night 2-ish months ago at this point, and fell head over heels in love with it. It was so freaking good. And the sequel, The Ashes of the Star-Crossed King, I'll put the cover here as well. That comes out, I think, in a week and a half. So soon. But anyway, I'm super excited to read that book, and I have heard nothing but good things about the novella. It's a standalone, and so it's going to be its own contained story, but I believe elements of it are going to be in the rest of the Crowns of Nyaxia series. So I'm very excited to read that this weekend. All my friends are loving it. And so the rest I have physically. This first one, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it first because it's a maybe. I don't know if I'm going to have time to read it or if I'm going to be in the mood to read it, because it's a very specific type of mood read for me personally. And it is Matilda by Roald Dahl. So why I want to read this is because I did read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, maybe 20-ish years ago at this point, probably longer than that. And I've grown up with the Matilda movie starring Mara Wilson and Danny DeVito. It is part of my childhood. I rewatched it recently, and it's still amazing. And I never read the source material for it. And I just really want to. Like, the cover is so cute, and it's a very easy read. So I might go ahead and read it this weekend. I'm not entirely sure. But this is on my mind because I know it's just going to be so cute. And like I said, I love the movie, so I'm really excited to see how it was adapted. And next, I am in my manga era. So I need to do a book haul because I just bought a shit ton of manga. It's on my desk back here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I bought a lot of manga. And so I'm going to slowly make my way through the stack, because there's a lot of diverse stories and characters, and I'm just, manga is just a whole other world that is just so amazing, and I'm really excited to delve more into it. So the first manga I want to read this weekend is Volume 1 of Spy Family, and this is by Tetsuya Endo. I am horrible at pronunciations. I can barely speak English, but so, yeah. Really cool. I like how I haven't been telling you guys anything about the books other than I'm excited to read them. So I don't know a lot by Six Scorched Roses. I'm kind of going into that blind. I know it's a fantasy romance, so expect spiciness because it is adult. And Matilda, I don't know if I have to explain Matilda, but I'll go ahead and explain. So we follow this little girl named Matilda who is stupid smart. She's a genius, but she lives with a family that doesn't like her very much. And we just follow her journey to self-empowerment, because some unexpected things happen to her, and she ends up forming these abilities, and we'll see how she uses those abilities for the greater good. So that's Matilda. And then Spy Family, I honestly don't know anything about it. So I'm just going to read the summary on the back because that's why it's there. Okay, Master Spy Twilight is his name, is unparalleled when it comes to going undercover on dangerous missions for the betterment of the world. But when he receives the ultimate assignment to get married and have a kid, he may finally be in over his head. So they're all spies, or excuse me, he's a spy, and his wife is an assassin, and his daughter is a telepath. So that's really cool. I literally didn't really know anything about this, except I know the world, this has taken the world by storm. Everyone's obsessed with it. It's been recommended to me multiple times, and I'm excited to get into it. It seems like it's going to be a fun time. I know people really love the characters and they really love the story. So I'm very excited to delve more into this. And he just looks really cool. So Spy Family is definitely on the agenda this weekend. And then next is, I'm very excited about this. If 11-year-old me saw me reading this now, he would not believe it was me, because I scoffed at this story for years until, perspective and maturity took over. And I'm very excited that I'm going to be starting Full Metal Alchemist by Hiromu Arakawa. Look at this edition. These are the Ultimate editions. Is that what these are called? Ultimate? Oh, it's a Full Metal edition. It says right there. So here's the cover. It's hardcover. It's stunning, beautiful, and the pages are glossy. So basically, this follows a set of brothers. I know his name is Edward. I don't know what his little brother's name is. I literally don't know anything about this story really, except the basic premise. So we follow a set of brothers who did some type of magic to try and bring their dead mother back to life, but the curse or the spell went wrong. He lost his arm and one leg, I think, and his brother's soul was attached to his suit of armor. So then we follow the shenanigans of them trying to undo the spell, I believe, and go on their adventures on the way. So this is exciting. My brother doesn't know I'm reading this. This is one of his favorite series, and I should probably tell him I'm reading this. But yeah, I'm very excited to get into this story. I'll fill you guys in more about all of these books as I'm reading them, but yeah, this is really cool. And then last but not least is a book I've been wanting to read for years, and hopefully I can fit it in this weekend. I think I'll be able to, because it's been on my radar, especially the last week, because a few of my friends have been reading it and they've been loving it so much. And I know I'm a space geek. I love space. It terrifies me, but I love space. And anything that has to do with the universe and stories about planets, astronauts, space, I'm gonna be interested in. So I'm very excited to get into Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. So I've been wanting to get into Andy Weir's books for a while, for years at this point, but I've been scared to do so. I don't know, he just seemed intimidating to me, but I know a bunch of people say his writing is very accessible and the stories are so gorgeous and so beautiful. Like this is the author that wrote The Martian, which was adapted into a buzzworthy film starring Matt Damon, which I have not seen. I haven't read the book and I haven't seen the movie, but hopefully this goes well and I'll be able to be obsessed with Andy Weir and read The Martian and watch the movie, because I'm sure the movie's fantastic. And this is actually becoming a movie as well, starring Ryan Gosling, I believe. So I don't know much about this book. I'm kind of going into it blind. So I'm not going to tell you the synopsis because I honestly don't know anything about it except that he wakes up alone. I guess he was in a cryogenic sleep. Is that what it's called? When you're frozen for years and you wake up. And he wakes up by himself, I believe. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But yeah, so I'm going into this blind, and I'm probably going to read the audiobook along with the physical book, just because everyone said the audiobook is incredible. So that's my plans. And last but not least, I forgot, I have my little goodies from Barnes & Noble. And this is on the manga theme here. And this is going to be an incredible read. I just know it. I know I'm probably going to be traumatized and very disturbed by it, but sometimes it's healthy for you to do that to yourself. So last but not least, the book I'm going to be reading this weekend, Uzumaki by Junji Ito. This is a horror manga. I'm not the biggest horror fan. I'm very easily disturbed. And just even opening. So basically Uzumaki is about a town that is taken over by a curse of spirals, and it either drives people mad or it drives them or obsessive or makes them scared of these spirals. And so I'm very excited to get into this. He's one of the most famous manga creators that there is. He's very well known in the horror community as well. And I listened to a few of his interviews yesterday, and he just sounds so cool and so chill. And so I want to see why everyone calls him the god of horror manga. So like his style, like, let me show you guys the end pages. Oh my god, this is so disturbing. Trigger warning, I guess, for disturbing images. But look at this art though. Like, are you kidding me? His art style is stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. I was picking between this or Tomie, but I feel like this is his most acclaimed work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dive into this. So with that being said, these are my books for the weekend. So hopefully I can get through them all. And don't judge me if I don't. So, and also, it's a long weekend for me. So I have today's Friday, then I have Saturday, and then Easter's on Sunday, but I'm alone this weekend. So I'm celebrating Easter with you guys. So I have a fun treat I'm going to make later today. And I think you guys are going to enjoy that. And let's get my reading started. I think I'm probably going to start with Spy Family because I'm just too intrigued. So I'll let you guys know what I think about Spy Family. Tell me why that I'm literally only a couple pages in and I'm already loving it. It's so funny already. I think I'm in for a good time. I really do. I think I'm in for an awesome time. Alright, so I just finished volume 1 of Spy Family. And it was so good. Everyone was right about how charming and how wonderful this story is. So basically, we're following Twilight, who's the main character here. Maybe I'll focus on the book for a second. And we're following Twilight, he's a spy, and he is on a mission to get close to this criminal at this academy, and he's been tasked to find a wife and a child to put on a front for him to be at this academy. So he ends up adopting a little girl named Anya, sorry. And she is the most adorable she's a little shit. In the cutest way. She's 6 years old and is so cute. And she's a telepath, so she can read people's minds, which is pretty entertaining in this. And she's just so cute, and she's become so attached to Twilight and Yuri. So I hope that doesn't get damaged too much going on through the series. And then we have Yuri, who is an assassin, and their circumstances of coming together are just so funny to me. It almost feels like a rom-com, almost, but it's not as romantic as a rom-com, but it has those elements, and I think that's what's really the fun part of this story. And I honestly wish I had volume 2, and honestly the rest of the series that's out anyway. But I love this so much. It's 5 out of 5 stars, 1000%. It's so good, and I cannot wait to continue this. So, it is currently about 5 p.m. It took me a while to read this because I watched a little TV earlier, and I may or may not have taken a nap. I'm not sorry. But my next read is going to be... One second. So my next read is going to be 6 Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent. This is the Crimes of Naxia novella, and I'm excited to read this evening. And I don't know, I assume I can finish this tonight. I'm a slow reader, so we'll see. But if I finish this tonight, I might start another book, or I might wait till tomorrow. So I have a lot of fun things planned this evening. I'm going to make some a butterbeer Coke float, milkshake, whatever you want to call it. And I will do that with you guys. And I'm also going to make some taco pasta because I'm in such a good mood today. It's crazy. I'm usually pretty gloom and doom, but I'm just really happy today. And it's Good Friday after all, so that probably has something to do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and start 6 Scorched Roses, and I will update you guys later. Alright, so it's time to do the thing. So I'm going to be making butterbeer milkshake? Float? I don't know. But I have my ingredients here. I have a pitcher. I'm going to mix the liquid in. I have cream soda, which is the base for everything. And then I have caramel syrup. I was trying to find butterscotch syrup, but my local supermarket didn't have one. And I figured, because I have some butterscotch flavored stuff here, the caramel will be a nice balance to that. And then I have vanilla extract, butter imitation, and this is for anyone who's 21 and over, butterscotch schnapps. So I'm going to attempt to make a base here, and we'll see how this goes. So since it's just me, I'm not going to make a whole lot, but I'm going to try to do the best that I can. So I'm going to take this pitcher here, you're going to take your caramel syrup, and you're going to put some on the bottom. Okay, that might be a lot. We'll see. So here's how much syrup. Oh, that's a lot of syrup. Okay, that's okay though. And then I'm gonna take my vanilla extract. I'm not measuring anything out. I'm just going with the flow. So just, if you're gonna do this recipe, just do your best. So I have vanilla here. I'm just gonna do a quick splash. And then I'm going to take my butter imitation, and I'm going to do the same thing. That color is really intense. And you get this plastic wrap off. So I've never been to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, so I don't know what authentic butterbeer tastes like. So this isn't authentic, but this is just what we're going with. So I put a splash of the butter imitation in there. And then I'm gonna take my butterscotch schnapps, and I'm gonna pour some, not a ton. It smells like alcohol. So I'm gonna take some, and I wanna pour it in here. Here, that's probably good. And then I'm gonna take my cream soda here. And I'm going to pour it in. So it's pretty much all foam, so we'll see what happens when this settles. But I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. Let me grab my spoon here. Or I'm just gonna use this little spatula here, and I'm gonna stir it all together. This is so frothy. All right, so this is what the liquid looks like. That's a fun color. And I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge, and I'm gonna let my ice cream thaw out. And when we come back, I will finish this up for you guys. All right, we're back in business. So I have a beer mug here filled with some ice cream, and I have my butterbeer mixture here. So here it is. Just gonna pour it like so. This looks so good. So here is what that looks like. So I'm gonna get rid of some of these air pockets in the ice cream. Okay. And then to finish it off, I have some whipped cream here. And just the extra, I'm gonna drizzle the top. And voila, we have a butterbeer Coke float. So here in a moment, I will give it a taste and we'll see what I... All right, so I have my butterbeer here. We'll see how this tastes. Cheers. That's really good. Wow. That is delicious. So, if you make this, let me know. If you have any better recipes, again, let me know. So, all right, I'm gonna attempt to drink this. This is kind of a lot. So I'll attempt to drink some of this and then I'll get back to reading and let you guys know how the rest of the evening goes. Good morning, guys. Well, it's past noon at this point, but it's the next day. It's Saturday. I didn't check in with you guys last night because I was reading and then I got tired. But I just finished 6 Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent, and it was so good. I love this world so much. It's so intriguing. There's so much going on in it. And this story was just so wonderful. So we're following Lilith, who is a human. She's super smart, and she lives in this town that is dealing with a plague that's been going on for a long time, and it's destroyed crops, and it has forced people who get this disease to wither away, essentially. And she's trying to come up with a cure for this sickness, and so she goes to try to find this vampire that's in the vicinity of her town, and she wants to make a deal with him to take 6 visits, take his blood so she can come up with a cure. And in return, she would give him 6 roses from her garden. And you'll find out more in the story, but this is so good. It was so wonderful. The story is so good. The love story is so sweet. And it's really hard to do a really good love story in a book that's less than 200 pages. But Chris is just talented all around. So I'm very, very much looking forward to starting book 2 in the Crowns of Nyaxia series when it releases. And it's so good. Go read this series. It's so fantastic. So now that I've finished 6 Scorched Roses, I'm gonna go ahead and start my next manga, and that's volume 1 of Full Metal Alchemist. I'll get this going, and I'll let you guys know what I think once I'm either done or I'm at least halfway through. So let's get reading. All right, so I just finished volume 1 of Full Metal Alchemist, and I really liked it. I think I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 stars. I wasn't as engaged with this as I was with Spy Family, so I'm still very excited to continue on the series, on the story, is very intriguing. The magic system is very, very unique, and I love alchemy, so I think that's always a fun element to any story. And like, I really like the artwork too. Like, that's so pretty. That's so nice. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars for this. I really enjoyed myself, and I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I'll probably start Project Hail Mary, maybe. We'll see. But I'm gonna take a little break because my eyes are getting a little tired. But I will let you know what my next update is. Hey everyone, so this weekend was kind of a fail. So I read my 2 mangas, and I read 6 Scorched Roses, but I was not able to get to Hail Mary, Matilda, or Uzumaki. So the weekend just got away from me. But I hope you enjoyed everything that I read and the fun activities that I did. I'm going to try and do a better job next time, but it's Easter weekend, so I was kind of distracted by that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for everything. I hope you had a great holiday, and that you're reading the most epic books out there. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.